You got a tilt?
No. Not today.
Not today. Hello.
Not today. Hello.
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 Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Oh. Laundry.
What?
Scared me.
This is episode 29
Yes.
of the NgoVo Convo podcast, where two stupids make it hype
This week, right in
this
hype.
week because I'm one of your hosts. It's hype because I'm one of your hosts. Remember
Yes.
that. It's hype
Yes.
because I'm here. Because I'm one of your hosts. If I didn't say it already. I'm one of your hosts, Harrison Note, and I'm joined by Veronica Vo.
It's me.
If you're new here, we just want an excuse to talk about anything that ranges from anime to comics. Some would say conversing.
Wow. It's like
hear that?
NgoVo
Conversing.
Convo.
NGO?
Wow.
VO?
Convo.
Convo?
Get it? Get
You
it?
don't know how to spell our last names? Anyway, why do we also do this podcast, Veronica?
Because one of our lovely friends can't seem to catch up on anything, especially our podcast, because he's a fake fan.
We should clip that and send it to him.
We
Make it
should.
easy. Yeah.
Or whenever he gets here, which is next year, he could just listen to it.
Sounds about right. Being on brand, I support 100%.
I support too. It's fine.
It's fine. But for everyone else, you can watch every episode on youtube.com or listen to it as a podcast by searching up NgoVo Convo on your podcast service of choice.
Wow.
Wow. Look at us. We're just
Just going
energized
at it
today.
Yeah.
I haven't had a monster in X amount of days.
X amount of days.
I don't know at this point. I haven't bought Monster for a couple months now.
Oh wow. Proud of you.
But in this episode, we don't got nothing. That's it. We're done. Goodbye.
Zip. It's a 2-minute episode.
No.
Goodbye.
No, it's more of a catch up because backlog. Spoiler alert, this is ahead of time
Yeah.
because Veronica's been on trips. I'm on trips now.
Yeah.
But so really, whatever we talk about, kind of prepare for spoilers. Probably, possibly, I don't know.
Probably, maybe.
This is gonna
We'll
be
see.
off the records, off the book. None of this is gonna be held accountable against me. Maybe against Veronica.
No.
That's fine.
No.
We are good.
No.
You
I don't like where
apologize
this is
to that.
going.
I'm the driver today.
Wow,
I'm
you are
driving
the
this-
captain now.
Yes,
I am the captain now.
I am driving this garbage truck.
Yes.
That's gonna explode in
Perfect.
a few seconds.
It's fine.
It's
But
fine.
can we get into the story of how you got your PS5?
Oh, that's
Let's just get right
let's just
into
get-
it.
Okay, all right. She wanted to hear about this, and
Yeah, I
that's,
wanted to hear about
okay.
it.
So, it's actually really, oh god, it's gonna be so funny if anyone at work hears this. But so I've been kind of trying. So I haven't actually been trying to get one.
But
I
you've
want
been
one. I
trying
want one.
to get one.
No, okay, it's not like one of those I am trying very adamantly. Oh, okay. Actually, let me explain, and you'll be the judge. In all honesty, the more I think about it, it does sound a little bit like I'm trying a little harder than usual.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
I didn't care enough. I was like, oh, I'll get it eventually. Who knows? Maybe I just assume I'll get it next year. But anyway, I have some Discords I follow, and I showed it to you while you were over at one point, and they just all it is just they alert you when stock something could get in stock, but it's not like you're botting and because I still have to go in and try to
it's
get
not like you're buying a bot to hold your spot.
Yeah, exactly. So it's one of those I am still just doing this manually. It's just notifying me, hey, the drop is happening in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'll prep.
Yeah. It's more like an alert. It was like an alert.
It's just an alert. It's just an alert
alerting,
notification. Yeah, that's it. So with that, so I have a few of those, but then there's this one day. So as you've known, or some people would know, or even if you don't, the PS5 is very hard to get. It's really annoying because
Yes, it
scalpers
is.
make it very annoying. Like a lot of things. Thanks, COVID. I don't know. We say this. But so at one point, so this was like on a random, like I think Wednesday or Thursday last week. Last week? No, 2 weeks. I don't know.
2 weeks ago,
But
I think.
2 weeks ago now. Yeah. So I got a notification. They're like, oh, there's going to be a drop for GameStop. I'm like, GameStop? Okay. But the thing with the caveat with GameStop is it's not just that you have to go, you can't just go into GameStop and get it online. You have to have a pro membership, which typically costs $15 a year. That's the trick. That's how they like keep just any bots out. You have to have an account that has that. But they also track if you bought one prior, is what they say.
Oh, okay.
So like you can't. So you have to be an account that's never bought a PS5 before. So.
Okay, so like a new account and then basically a new member.
Or yeah, you just have to have
like
that
a
membership.
membership.
You just have to be that member, right?
Okay.
That pro member, quote unquote. So, funny enough, I bought it either early that morning or because I think the drop was around like, let's say like 10 our time.
Yeah.
Right? And I think I bought the membership at 8 o'clock that morning. 8 or 7. I think it was right before work. Right before I got to work. Yes. So I just bought it that morning, right? Straight up. And I'm like, okay.
I feel like
what are the chances?
I feel like the PS5 gods just knew. They were like, let's give Harrison a PS5.
But here's the thing. In my head, I'm like, oh, it's for a year. I'll just have this whenever I have access. I'll just drop by GameStop and I'll just try my luck.
Yeah.
I don't know. In my head, I'm like, it's $15 for a whole year. I'll just cancel it whenever that happens.
When the year
My fiance was like, why are you buying it now? You told me you just buy it after the wedding. I'm like, correct. You are right. But can't stop these fat thumbs.
That is true. Here's the kicker. I would like to kick you in. This man, Ori, has a PS4.
Yeah.
And he doesn't even play it.
Ayo. I would not stand for this slander.
You don't even play it.
What? I played it
I know
occasionally.
you're on
I
that
played it
desktop
occasionally.
of yours.
Continue with the story because someone rudely interrupted me.
Yes, continue.
So it's honestly not that crazy, but it was just okay. So I bought the membership. I'm like, all right, cool. The drop happens in 2 hours. Cool. I'm at work. I'm training the new people. Being a very good, and quote unquote, some people say senpai, but I was just being a good senior.
Sensei. Oh,
stop it. Stop. No, now it's weird. Now it's weird.
Right? Isn't it weird?
I hate it. All right. But so I was training them, and then I was okay. I have my work set up here, and I have my monitor right here, like the one I'm looking at right now. And I just have that on the side, and this is on my personal computer. I'm like, all right, cool. I'll just have GameStop open for a little bit.
Yeah, you're not that good of a trainer if you have your personal computer up.
What? Hey, I just play my music on the side so that it doesn't like bother anyone. Not that it would because I'm at home. But so I was training them and I'm like, okay, cool. Like, cause it's just more like they're running through and I'm like, all right, let's just make sure you're doing it right. Yeah. They'll have any questions if they, yeah. So I'm like, all right, I'll just have it on the side. I see that like, okay, it's open. They're like, okay, just click this link to get into the queue. I'm like, or just to get into like the site and try to add the cart. I played this little game. I'm like, all right, add the cart, fail. Okay, cool. Add the cart, fail. Okay, cool. But then the thing is, there's this other thing. Sorry, sidebar. Another thing they said was, be careful not to refresh the page too fast because they think that you're a bot, and then they'll ban your account. I was okay. So I literally just clicked, waited for a little bit, just talked to the trainees, click, and then at one point, I clicked it, and it was like, add to cart. I'm like, cool, it worked. I'll try to purchase it. I'm like, and I'm sure it's gonna fail. Click.
Yeah, because it only charges you when it ships.
Yeah.
When it fully ships.
And sometimes like when you
ships.
Yeah, and sometimes it doesn't fully acknowledge that you purchased it unless you go through the process fast enough.
Yep.
But some sites are good about it, some sites are not. So I clicked it, it added to it. I was like, okay, cool. And it's like it lets me purchase. The thing is, I went back and forth on different versions of the PS5. There was like because there were bundles, so it was the same. There's different bundles, and I was like, all right, true. This is the two I want. I'll just go back and forth, and I landed on one. The one I really wanted was the one with the black controller, but that's not the point here. I got the one with 2. Yeah, anyway. So I clicked it and then finally went to the cart. I was like, okay, cool. Click to purchase through PayPal. And I'm like, oh, shoot, I got to bring up my authentication because I got to, security, blah, blah, blah,
Yeah,
blah, blah,
yeah.
boom, 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 boom. All this is while it's training, right?
What a good trader.
What
This
whole
trader.
thing, I was training for 2 hours. This was just 10 minutes out of it. Let's be real.
So you took a break. A little break.
A low-key break, yes.
Yeah. PS5 buying break.
Yeah. But so I did that, and then I got to the payment screen. I was like, okay, cool. Click. And it was like spinning. I was like, there's no way it's gonna, the moment it goes through, it's gonna say out of stock, right? I was expecting that. Or saying fail to add to cart, blah blah blah. And then it finished spinning, and I was like, your payment is processed. We will send you confirmation of your order in a little bit. I'm like, that's bullshit, because they're gonna come back and say, oh, here's confirmation. 5 minutes later, just kidding, you don't have it.
Canceled due to stock.
Yeah, no, I was 100% expecting that. It never got canceled. So then therefore I sat there. Well, I already sat there. I'm like, payment confirmed. Your order has been processed. I sat there. I had to keep the straightest face possible because I'm on camera doing a training and I had to look at them. And the other kicker was like, my fiance is like studying for a test, and in the morning she just wants to make sure she doesn't doze off because she's been up at night, like late. She's been tired 24/7 because of med school.
Yeah.
But this time, so this one day, she just happens to be home that day, so we're just Discording just to do this whole thing. I get that, and I like look at it really quick, and then back, and I messaged her like, I got it, and she like looked at me, she's like, no way. I'm like, yeah, I did.
It's because you've been trying to get this like the whole 2021 basically, or whenever they announced it. You've tried at least 4 or 5 times. I know that.
I tried all of last year for sure.
Yeah.
And then.
But this year you were just like, I'm trying to
like,
get into the queue.
Yeah. And I'm not even trying that hard. Like, it's not. And just to specify, I've only gone to PlayStation Direct, so on their site directly.
Yeah.
And then occasionally, I don't even try Walmart. I tried it
Don't
once.
even
I'm
try,
like, oh, it's a joke. It's an
Yeah.
absolute joke.
GameStop
there's
was
so
the
many
key.
other sites. Yeah, apparently. Yeah, I'm like, okay, apparently GameStop worked for me. So
Yeah.
if you're trying to, go for it. Why not?
You just made some little kid cry.
No, I did it legit. There's another story with that one. Did I tell you that one about the Xbox?
No.
Black Friday?
What
I'll save that one for another.
Oh, that'll be our Black Friday edition.
That will be our Black. One of our friends in our group, like, you know him. I'll tell you after, but he knows about this story because he was there in person.
Oh dear God. Okay.
And from then on, that's been our inside joke whenever we buy stuff.
Oh Jesus Christ.
And like what you said, that you made a little kid cry. This time I was like, hey, I didn't make a little kid cry. Anyway, but yeah, now I have a PS5.
Now you have PS5.
Been playing it a whole lot. I've learned
nice.
I don't really have any games on it, so because I'm waiting for Black Friday
Oh,
to
okay.
buy some stuff.
I know games are expensive.
Dude, okay.
Very
Here's another
expensive.
thing. New games now on the PS5, for instance, $70. $70. 70.
Oh wow.
I was like,
It's
no, even
expensive.
I'm like, I have a job now, and even I'm like, no.
They were never that expensive when we were growing up.
So, oh yeah, okay. So like, I thought about this. Because I told my parents, and they're like, yeah, because I had an N64 back then. That was like technically my,
too.
yeah. That was first console. I think they were talking about how the games were like $30 or $40.
20 at like a sale.
At sale. Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. 20 at sale, but it's like
Yeah.
because it's half off or something, right?
Yeah.
And then I think the next
Or like
gen.
that weird like 15% off or like
Yeah.
something
But
like that.
yeah, so it was really cheap. Oh, say cheap, but like, way cheaper than what it is now because you could buy like
$70?
two.
Damn.
Yeah, $70. I'm like,
Plus
some of them
tax?
I'm like,
It's gonna be
plus
like 80.
tax. Yeah, it's it's gross. Yeah, no, we were talking about this on my other podcast, Super Boss. Haha.
Wow.
Wow.
Plugging that in.
Plug.
Plug.
Pointing at the same direction. Plug.
Plug.
But no, No, it was so expensive. So I'm like, all right, I will actually wait for Black Friday on this one.
Okay.
But I probably won't play that much because I'm still.
What games do you plan to play on PS5? That's like strictly for.
That's
the
yeah. That's
PS5.
strictly for it.
Yeah.
There's there. So that's the hard part. I've learned that like there's some games on PS4, but they're
Mhm.
up-resed. So some of them, but they're just like
Oh.
yeah. So there's some. So I'm trying to find one that is strictly only
There's
for
like
that.
strictly, yeah.
And there's one that's like it's called Ratchet and Clank, but it's the sequel, which then I realized because I played the PS4 so much, I didn't play the first
You
game.
didn't play the first game. Okay.
But I got so with the bundle I got a free 1-year membership, right? With
Oh,
PS
okay.
PlayStation Online
Yeah,
or whatever, PlayStation Plus. And they have some of those games for free if you had that membership. So I'm like, okay, cool, I have access. So
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, cool, I'll just play this. But in the meantime, I'm just like chilling.
Yeah.
It's a glorified Crunchyroll player. I've been
It
playing
is
Ghost.
pretty slick.
Oh yeah, you got to see it for
Yeah,
a bit.
I got to see it. Yeah. I wanted to steal it, but
Kind of hard getting out of that door.
No, it's not. There's 2 doors.
Stop right there.
Yeah. There's that window too. I'd eat myself out.
I yeet myself out. Why have you harmed the PS5? It's all
That's
for
fine.
naught. Wow. Disrespect. But yeah, I've just been playing the samurai game. I don't think you've
I don't
seen
think I
it.
know that. No.
Yeah, but it's really cool. Yeah.
Interesting.
But what we
What?
have been playing though.
Oh, you and the boys.
Well, you too. You played a lot like recently.
Halo?
Halo, yeah.
Oh, I mean, I'm bad.
Everyone's bad at something, Veronica. It's fine.
No, it's not.
It's okay to be bad when that's a whole nother.
No, I'm
Hey,
bad.
you're right, debatable.
Halo,
No, but
Halo's been fun.
it's been fun. Yeah. That's one game I know you've been playing.
Yeah.
If we're gonna talk about that.
I mean, occasionally, I think like every.
Yeah, I think it's more like just to
Like
hang out
monthly,
with some
yeah,
of the
just to
guys,
hang out,
talk,
yeah.
be able to talk to some of the guys and such.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People personally know me. I have a lot of guy friends. They've been praying, like begging me to play, and I'm like, okay.
It's so fun. It's just funny to see you get on because you freak out. But
I
I'm telling
know.
you, it's fine. It's not
And
a
I'm
big
like,
deal.
I sweat. I simply sweat
you-
and panic.
When you freak out, it's hilarious. When other people freak out, I'm like, all right, chill.
It's because they know how to play.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I
yeah,
don't know
tell
how
them
to
chill.
play.
No, yeah, exactly.
It's
Just have the
fine.
mentality. It's fine. Chill.
It's fine. But I know you and I think like another group of your friends, they play Battlefield. There's like a beta version.
Yeah.
You guys were talking about. in
Yeah.
the
I
chat.
played one night.
Oh, okay.
That was okay. It
Oh,
was
it was
kind of
okay?
buggy. Yeah. It was
Oh,
okay.
okay. Oh, it's
I
a
was like,
beta
eh.
version. Obviously, it's gonna be buggy.
Well, that's a whole another thing. Like a lot of people are like, if this is the beta, the game comes out in like 2 weeks.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. That's the worrying part. That they're always like, oh, these things will be worked out, and the kinks will
No,
be
they
fine
won't.
by then. And I'm like, no. They're like, oh, it's a previous build. I'm like, yeah, probably from like what, a month ago?
Like a month ago. Developers aren't that quick.
No. Or we say a month ago. I think they said like two months
like-
or something like that.
Probably
but
like over the summer.
even
or
then, I'm
something.
like, yeah. But I'm sure I'm like, a lot of people are like that are just like delay it. I'm like, me too.
I'd rather it be delayed instead of like
Yeah.
having like.
That's like a
issues.
lot of right. I feel like that's the case for like a lot of things though. Like I think if anything, COVID's taught us like not just gaming, but like movies,
Yeah.
shows or anything. Like
yeah.
it's okay to delay it because I
Yeah.
think the product should be at least some good quality, or at least up to par versus
Yeah.
like just half baked. Like what would you want? Like, and I know it's like gray area of like, how do you please your fans? Because I know they're they could be ravenous and they want it.
Yeah.
But the moment they want it and get what they get, and they
And it's
realize,
shitty.
oh, yeah,
Then they start complaining. They go on
Yeah.
Twitter, go on TikTok, say shit.
and then the probably like the backers of like the not producers, I don't know, like the higher ups
Yeah.
of like those studios, are like,
CEOs,
"Wh-
producers.
it's like
yeah.
how did this happen?
It's because they wanted
obviously
to
it's
please the
production's
fans.
fault.
Yeah.
It's
Exactly.
just the fans just wanted it. We're just giving you guys what you want. Why are you upset?
Why are you upset? Why am I upset?
Oh, man, But gaming. What actually? So switching gears. What have you been up to?
What have I been up to?
Yeah.
I am so behind on watching any shows.
What happened?
I was
Used
on
to be-
vacation. I'm catching up this
so-
week.
Oh, I guess like when you were on vacation, you were just are you like the type that like you do a lot, you try to do more stuff versus just sit there and relax, I guess? I say sit there and relax. I mean, like, you know how some people like to just sit by the beach or something
Yeah,
and just like tan.
that was me. I was just sitting by the beach, tanning, sleeping. I'm not the type to like be productive on a vacation, or like I like to do like more activities.
Like activities you wouldn't do otherwise.
That I wouldn't
like
do,
doing
like
excursions and
yeah,
stuff.
excursions. Yeah,
Yeah,
going out into the city or something.
I feel that exploring.
Exploring, yeah. So that's why I was behind. I'm behind on a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff.
So when you like what, like are you saying like any show, like, or are you talking like anime?
Oh, any
specific, or are you
shows like
talking-
anime,
Oh, okay.
my reality TV shows that
Your
people
trash
might not
TV.
know, my trashy TV shows I love.
It's so funny to hear like some people freak out when they're like, Veronica watches trash TV. I was like, yeah,
Yeah, I watch
Yeah,
a
she
lot.
does.
It's in the summer too. It's only in the summer. It's always in the summer.
which is fine because
That's
there's
a break
obviously
for
nothing
anything
else
else.
going.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, nothing else is going on. So
Yeah, or
Yeah.
like CW shows, which there aren't really any right now.
I just,
So
I just fell off. I fell off on that. I feel
Yeah. I mean, your brother might say otherwise, but yeah.
no. I mean, I like say otherwise on like the quality of the show sometimes.
Yeah.
That's fine. No, I mean, I'm sure it's good. I guess it's the other thing of like, I want to be interested. I think it's also just one of those things that I'm also juggling what I'm trying to do, but I don't know. I guess it's just.
I mean, we were really into it in college, and I think
But-
it just like fell a little bit.
because back in college there was only Arrow and Flash.
Yeah. And now they
When
have
you really
like
think about it,
6,
now they have
7
a whole
different
universe.
shows. Yeah.
Like it's cool that they've gotten to this point. It's cool that it was that point, but I think it's
you
the
just can't
same
keep up now.
It's just the issue of keeping. So it's one thing to keep up with MCU, right?
Yeah.
The one thing is that it's easier to me if you really want to keep up. MCU's well, it's starting to get harder, but MCU was easier because it was only movies.
Yeah.
You're just putting in like an hour and a half, 2 hours, and that's it.
Every few months.
Every few months.
Yeah.
While here for CW, you're putting aside 45 minutes a week.
Yep.
Like, sure, you can cut that down. Sure. My brother's really cool in that, like, because he wants you to watch it, he'll cut out the
He'll cut out the
fluff,
fillers. Yeah.
the
he'll
fillers
cut
and
out all the
everything, and that
fillers.
is fine. But then to me, it's just, for me, it's like I'm watching a show and I'm like, it's like, this is a whole nother thing. I'm hypocritical on this part. It feels weird when, I guess, I'm being told to like, oh, you can skip all these, and I'm like, oh, but what if you want to experience it? Which is ironic, because when you say that for anime, it's like, here's a spoiler for you.
Yep.
Here's a spoiler list. That's why I was like, man, that's kind of hypocritical, because I always think for anime, well, I think anime is longer.
Longer
Like,
in the sense of like a series is longer, but lengthwise it's short.
Lengthwise, probably
It's like
short.
half of what-
show-wise.
Yeah, half of what like a live show is.
Yeah. Do you think this is okay, cool. So this is a weird thing. Do you, since we're on the topic of it, do you think it's, if you want someone to watch it, do you think it's better to just have like that abridged list? Because you know because you want them to like it, right? So do you think it's better just giving that abridged list so they could just cut out bad stuff, or you want them to experience what you experienced as well?
I mean, I wouldn't want to waste someone's time, so I'd give them like their abridged version.
Yeah.
I'd be like, hey, watch episodes X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
You can skip like these 2 episodes in between, or like come back to it and then like just skip over, but I would let them skip.
Because like, for instance, like one of those, I say this, I'm trying to think of a good example of like you want them to watch the show and going blind, and then when they come out, they're like, wow, I hated this part, but I like this part, but I really hate this part, and you actually get to vibe with that 100%.
That's true.
Versus I'm just curious, would you?
Yeah.
Is that like a good I'm trying to think how to phrase this. That's like the alternative to like, you know, giving the abridged list, right?
Yeah, that
Would
is.
you rather have that experience, or would you rather just want them to like it 100%, even though what if like some of the bad episodes could have some
like
very
some
slight
important
character development or impact?
Oh man. I think for a live action, I'd rather have like the abridged version where they're 100% super interested in it. And like, I just don't want to hear complaints.
Yeah.
Even if there are minor character developments, like very minor, or like funny parts that they didn't get to see.
Yeah.
But I think for me, like an abridged version for a live action is probably better off. Because then we can talk about like all the things that we liked or didn't like.
So we say that for CW.
Yeah.
But what about like what if you watch Game of Thrones,
Game of Thrones,
like let's say Lucifer?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna have you skip episodes because there's some episodes where I'm like, it's kind of dull.
It's like boring the first like 20 minutes and then like.
But then there's some things that tie. You know, there's like those kind of shows. Would you do that? Like that's something that I never thought about.
That's a risk.
I've never thought about telling someone to skip certain episodes in those kinds of scenarios. But I think it's because CW is like one of those like live television where it's like it's the issue of you're having weekly episodes while like it's, you know, this is all like in a very like oh my god, what's it called?
Small space.
Yeah. Like, cause like Netflix shows are different from like CW, like live television. You know what I mean? There's like that other thing.
And then when ABC was producing like Disney shows, like Agents of Shield, Runaways on Hulu, FX.
But even those shows, I never thought of like telling someone to skip certain things.
Same. I think it's just the
I've
aura
heard
that CW has.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like you just know their formula, and you just know that there's going to be a few episodes that you could skip without hurting the storyline.
Yeah. That's also the network, yeah. Because CW is like that teen. They try to have that teen romance drama type stuff. Yeah. But it's different. Cause I never thought about it either, because like I know it's a thing in anime, because like that's the other thing. Like I guess with certain anime series is like super long. Like obviously we have like Naruto, One Piece,
Bleach, Black Clover.
Those are easy ones. Yeah, Black Clover you can even have some. But I know with Black Clover I just watched it all just because.
Same. They were good fillers in Black Clover.
Yeah. But like One Piece, or not One Piece, sorry, because I haven't watched. I meant Naruto. Naruto has like a bunch of filler that I would just skip straight up.
I think like 40% of Naruto, both the series, like combined, is just all fillers.
Yeah, combined like Naruto and Naruto Shippuden.
Yeah.
I'm
sure that was a pain weekly when it was live. I'm sure it was.
Yeah, I remember slightly watching it. It was not, if it wasn't a filler, it was a rerun.
Or like a flashback or something.
But this is also more for like English dub, if anything. But
yeah.
Or like man, the techniques they would do to like draw out time. It's great.
Man, my boyfriend watched Naruto on YouTube. The whole series.
The whole?
He watched the whole thing on YouTube.
You know what? That makes sense.
Yeah.
Because back with like the whole YouTube parts thing.
Yep. He was like, if I missed part 5 of episode whatever, I skipped it. Because
I just had to go to the next one.
Yeah, he was like, I had to
But then
go
like
to the next
after
one.
you watch it a while, you like, oh, most likely they'll recap it.
Yeah. In the beginning.
Yeah. So that's the thing. It's like, oh, they'll recap it if it's the last part.
Yeah, exactly. I got it good. I got Crunchyroll. Got Netflix.
You came in at like the best time for access.
Yes.
Like legit.
The best access.
If anything, now it's way too much access, as in like we have so many streaming services.
Yeah, I can't keep up.
Yeah,
There's way too many streaming services.
I never thought they'd touch anime in that way, but I'm not surprised.
But it's mainstream now. Because you know why? Because of TikTok and all those sounds and all those thirst traps they do.
I did not only that. I think it's also like we're older. Like
it's true.
We're just older now, you know? And like
it's like not uncool to watch anime. It's just
man. It still has that stigma sometimes though.
It does.
Because there are still times when you're like, oh, someone's like they're We had this one thing at work where we were doing like a show thing. It's like, name your top shows. I've been in an anime mood because I've been watching a lot of that. So I had to actually dig up like stuff. And I'm like, what would I claim as a top TV show and something someone would watch? And I was like, well, I'm having trouble. So and spoilers, I just chose Batman animated series because one, I have this brand of liking Batman because I do. Batman's awesome.
You love
He's the
Batman.
best. Yes.
He's the best.
Everyone at work knows this. They know this. They know I'm the comic guy. Done.
Done. Job done. Say Batman.
Job done. Say Bat. Yeah. I chose Game of Thrones for like impact. Not that I think it was good at the overall, but I still think overall it's the most recent time in a while where everyone would just talk about it though.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like Monday definitely. Afterwards, it was like, oh, you avoided the internet if you didn't get to see it that Sunday.
Yeah.
So
it was bloody.
Like, if you could...
All the important stuff was during the sex scenes. Like,
I had to pay attention
to boobs.
If anything, no. You had to avoid that.
It was real boobs. You couldn't even avoid that.
That was the weirdest thing to like watch too. Like to get into it, you're like, oh, this is HBO.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I never really watched anything on HBO before Game of Thrones because I was just like, I don't have anything I care about.
Exactly. HBO used to be like a sci-fi type of like cable channel. It used to be like super sci-fi and weird. And
maybe that's I'm not like a huge sci-fi person either, I guess.
Yeah, same.
Like the most is like
Star Trek and Star Trek.
Some Star Trek.
Only with Chris Pine.
that's what I was going to ask. I was like, are you like the movie person? Are you like, like Picard and like
oh yeah. No. I'm like the recent movies.
Yeah.
I only pine over Chris Pine.
No, we talked about that at work too. Like that was one of the shows for contention was I forgot which Star Trek, but I then learned I'm not a Star Trek person. I'm like, wow, I have no idea.
J.J. Abrams is like he has a certain style.
Yeah.
And you can tell when he switches off from like Star Trek to Star Wars to Lost. Yeah. He did Lost too, the TV show on ABC.
Yep.
So you can just tell it's him.
Yeah. So.
But yeah.
Sorry. So, wow, that was a huge.
I know that was a huge.
Because we were talking about what you were doing, right?
Yeah.
You just need to catch up on shows.
Yeah, I just need to catch up on shows.
What have you been watching?
Well, One Piece is about to hit 1,000 episodes soon. I'm 3 episodes behind, and then in I think in 4 weeks it'll hit 1,000 episodes.
Oh my gosh,
I know.
That's crazy.
I know. And they're already trying to celebrate it because with the 1,000th episode, Oda is also releasing the 100th manga volume.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, and apparently, obviously One Piece is super successful. Each volume has sold over 5 million copies or something like that. Each volume. And I was like, oh wow, there's 99 of you.
Dang, that's crazy.
I know. Isn't it crazy?
That is actually crazy. I'm mad respect to that. Legit though.
Yeah, and they already produced it, and all the voice actors already did their parts in that episode. So they took lots of photos and celebrated the 1,000th episode with the studio too. Toei. Yeah. So that'll be in a couple weeks when it hits 1,000 episodes. When your backlog hits even further with One Piece.
But I promised my fiance
next year.
After your wedding, let's start it.
The next at midnight, I'm gonna text you.
That's the thing; it's about to hit 1,000, which means I'm like,
it's gonna be 1,500 by the time.
No,
maybe.
Well, no, it's gonna be one a week, right? That's just.
Oh yeah.
Chill. Veronica math.
Oh, I was thinking about the manga.
Oh, manga. Well, yeah, no, manga is.
Manga.
Wait, sorry. Well, we're talking about 1,000 episodes, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and then the other one's 100.
Yeah.
Okay, I might have mixed it up. Yeah, don't worry about it. But
no,
by then if I'm watching it, it'll be like 1,000, like what, 50?
200 maybe.
No. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be less than 100. Yeah, it'll be less than 100. But it's still a lot.
Yeah, it's still a lot.
50 episodes is still like, it's like no joke. 1,000's already no joke.
I mean, skip the fillers.
Yeah. Doesn't it get harder though, like now, because they drag it out in different ways?
Yeah, they drag it out now. So there's no fillers.
Yeah.
So in the current arc,
we'll
see. Can't skip anything, really. Yeah.
Yeah. I still like to prefer to watch stuff, but if it comes to it, I'll probably just read it at some points.
Oh, reading is much easier.
Yeah.
Much easier.
But anything else? Watching anything else?
Well, you keep telling me to catch up on Tokyo Revengers, so I'm gonna finish that this week.
Because
it's good.
I'm done.
You're done.
Oh no! Sorry, I have one more episode.
Okay. You're almost done.
Yeah, I have one more episode.
Yeah, one more episode. I really want to read it, but the manga is not available, like physically here in the US yet.
You have to like.
Because of some symbol issues.
Oh yeah, yes.
Symbol, yeah. But yeah. Oh yeah, we both finished What If. That's
both
one
finished
series.
What If.
Yeah.
Should watch that episode.
Yeah. It's plug.
2 weeks now. It's 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
2 weeks ago. Plug.
Yeah. Plug. Easy.
Big plug.
Actually, yeah. I've just been watching Tokyo Revengers.
Yeah, I think that's all you've watched so far.
Because so the hard part is like my fiance does want to watch stuff together, so I'm trying to gauge on things that I would want that we should leave together.
You know what we should watch? Squid Game.
Visions.
We both
we were not on the same page.
No, we were not on the same page on that one. Well, yes, Visions,
but
also
yes, Squid Games.
Yeah,
Squid Games.
Yeah.
I'm watching that probably soon. I'm watching it soon.
Yeah.
By the time this drops, I probably watched it.
Same part. Yeah, we started it. We're past episode 1. Yeah. We just gotta finish the rest.
Dude, it'd be so funny if we start talking about after and the way this episode drops, and then by then we've already.
The next catch up, we're gonna be like, huh?
Yeah.
What happened in Squid Games, huh?
Right? Yeah. No. Yeah. It's like, oh yeah. We never watched it.
Yeah,
I never.
Exactly.
Sorry. One of our friends or my fiance's sister's trying to get us to watch it too. Sorry if we don't watch it at this point.
Yeah. I mean, we spoil ourselves with the memes, but we're not sorry.
That's a whole other topic. I did want to say if that's a topic. I was gonna be the topic today, but I just figured let's just have fun.
Yeah.
It's fine. Let's have good vibes today.
Good vibes. Yeah. What else?
We know we want to watch those. Trying to think about anything else.
Oh yeah, we have Fall series, which was last week's episode, which you should go see. So we don't have to repeat it.
I need to watch some of that. So, I need to watch some of that.
So we need to watch some of that.
Have
you been reading anything manga-wise? I know.
Manga-wise,
I've been trying to get you to read My Hero.
I know. You have.
I gave you the.
You gave me the number. You gave me the chapter number to start.
I just threw it in there.
My fiance was like, "Do it." I was like, I'll see. I'll think.
Our friend, who is not caught up on any shows, TVs, does not like to read manga, so he told Harrison to not read it. But
in his words, don't be a traitor.
Don't be a heathen. He says,
don't be a heathen.
But this is so good. Season 6 and season 7. Oh, it's gonna be juicy.
That's possibly on my list. The only things I'm reading, honestly, is Jujutsu.
Same.
Dragon Ball Super for me, and I need to catch up on Boku.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super is just like that. It's like my what's that phrase? It's my guilty pleasure on that one.
I mean,
because I have no expectations that the story is gonna be great, but I expect like some fun fights that I can't wait to see in the anime. That's it.
Oh yes.
That's it.
Otherwise, I can't believe that's still going. Oh my gosh.
No, it was technically it was done.
Oh,
but they
okay.
So that whole thing was because that's a whole nother thing.
Oh, is that?
But essentially,
oh god.
Well, no, it's just because like they made a movie, and it did very well.
Yeah.
Then they made a second movie with Frieza, and it did pretty well too. And then they're like, hey, there's still people that are interested. Let's just make a new series.
Oh wow.
There was no manga
There's no manga
based.
for
It was
it?
not based off the manga. It was all anime.
Oh,
The
wow.
manga came after the anime.
Wow, I did not know that.
It was weird. And now now the manga is just going because the anime is technically done. Until because they ended like the arc and it was like this is it, but then the anime manga is still going, so we're all just waiting to see if they'll continue the anime.
Is it still the same studio, Toei?
It was Toei, yeah.
Oh,
I think it was Toei, yeah.
They always do like
because they've always done Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball was one of the first ones.
That was before One Piece too. They've always done Dragon Ball, right? That studio? Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Man, those animators got balls to do this weekly. Like, big balls.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a whole nother thing. I want to figure out a topic to, like, spin that in. I think that'd be fun.
Same.
Yeah, but that's all I'm reading. What about you? Same? Or you got some
Jujutsu Kaisen, One Piece, My Hero. And Black Clover, but I'm about, like, 2 behind on Black Clover.
Yeah. Gotta figure that out. But
I know.
That's all I've been up to. I've just been playing games, chilling.
Finally. Reading, watching. There
are
a couple movies that I'm interested in.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. What? Besides Eternals, which is coming out in a couple weeks. James Bond, the new one. Yeah, the new one. No Time to Die.
No Time to Die.
That's out.
Yes.
That's out the 15th, October 15th.
Yes.
So I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
I do love
I'm curious.
Me some Daniel Craig. It's his final movie. It's his final installment as James Bond. As the James Bond 007.
Yeah.
So
we'll see. I want to see who they pick next. It'll be interesting.
I know, right?
I never realized, but he's been James Bond for like a long time.
Since we were in college.
Yeah.
I think even in high school.
No, it was even in high school. I remember hearing about like the first Casino Royale.
Yeah, it was like 2008, I think.
Yes, it had to be because I remember hearing about like the whole like him in the chair.
Yeah.
And like every dude, that was the thing. Any dude talked about that movie. It was like, you see the whip, you see the chair scene. Yeah.
He was actually butt naked in that.
Yeah, he was. I remember that.
I mean, he's broken a lot of bones and fractured a lot of stuff.
He's done now. He's not pulling a Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
No, Tom Cruise is still going though. Tom Cruise is still going.
It's his religion, that's why.
Yeah, it is.
I
just got what you said.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Dune. Dune looks really interesting. The one with Zendaya
really
and Timothy. That looks really good. It's a book too.
Yeah, it's a book.
It's a book. It's a futuristic. I think it's set in like year 3000 or something.
Yeah.
Something like that.
It looks really cool. I heard about the book, but I never read it because
we don't read.
I don't read. I'm a visual person.
Same.
No, it looks really cool though. The cast is stacked though.
Oh,
That's why I was very interested.
They got Aquaman. Really? They got Jason.
They got
Zendaya, everybody. Timothy. They have a whole list.
Sidebar: Timothy's gonna be Willy Wonka.
Willy Wonka? Oh my God! People on TikTok were like, Willy Wonka's not supposed to be hot.
These are just societal standards.
Yeah,
Why can't Willy Wonka be hot?
No, he can't. He needs to be an old man.
Who said that?
Well, not Timothy.
Not Timothy.
Well,
Johnny
Depp was weird as shit.
It was a weird one, but that's what's new though. It's
Johnny Depp too.
Yeah, it was just
a weird guy.
Yeah.
We'll see how Timothy does.
Yeah.
There's gonna be chicks just drooling over him.
It's weird. Yeah. Getting old. Anyway.
I know.
But
I got nothing else.
I got nothing else. So if anything, I'm just gonna close it out. Close it out.
Close it out.
Thanks for tuning in. we can follow. I can't talk. Wow, that was weird. I was like thinking, oh, we can follow us. I was like, what? It's a long day. Wow. Thanks for tuning in. You can follow us on TikTok, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, Patreon, and Twitch. I wanted to do the whole tease next week.
Oh, the tease, yeah. We did do that, and then it was just like...
But yeah, you can follow us on all that at NgoVo Convo, NgoVo Convo. If you don't know how to spell our last names.
Short and sweet. Simple.
Easy. But if you're on YouTube, don't forget to hit that like button and notification bell to get updates for when we upload. And subscribe.
Big red button.
Hit that thumbs up.
Not thumbs down. I'll go find you.
But yeah, let us know how we're doing. What do you want to see next? Other than that, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.